Well, good evening and welcome to Main Street Sports. This is Brian Keplinger. We are here and we are talking some Missouri wiffle ball. And I am joined by Cam Smith, who is captain of the Bombers, but also commissioner of MoWiff, as you see just the highlights there. And so, Cam, really good to have you to this evening. So just introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us how you got kind of started with the Wiffle Ball League.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for having us. We are very, very excited. Very excited for Thursday, opening day. So this all started, man. We started the league in 2021. A group of us, we started playing wiffle ball in my backyard, and then in a cul-de-sac, and behind a banquet center. And then we got into a league. Oh my gosh, way too long ago. And yeah, and then we kind of grew out of that league. We were not really we were kind of forced out, but we were leaving on our own. And me and Josh Rogers, who was the first commissioner of MoWiff, we had the idea of, hey, let's just start our own wiffle ball league. And we played in another wiffle ball league in Baldwin, Missouri, the Skibby Wiffle Ball League. They've been going for 22 years. So we still currently play in that.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Memorial Day weekend, all weekend long, super fun. So their commissioner, Sam Skibby, who plays in our league, he was an MVP last year. He helped us a lot with, rules and getting started, and a lot of their players kind of joined in too. But yeah, me, him, and my brother, who is the captain of the Mambas, the three of us really just put it all together, and we just started sending out flyers on Facebook around Chesterfield area where we play, and we ended up getting 6 full teams to start our first season, and it was awesome. I mean, we had such a great success in year 1 that we expanded to 8 teams in year 2. Nice. And that's where we sit currently. This will be our 5th season starting on Thursday, and yeah, every team has 8 players except one. One team has 7.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a lot of group of guys coming together, but man, I can't believe we're already at 5 seasons. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And you said this coming Thursday is opening day, and so it's going to be a lot of fun there. Would encourage you to just kind of keep check. You can watch a live stream of the event right here on Livestream SDL, or you can come down to the field. And so why don't you tell them where you play and kind of maybe some of the rule sets, because, I'm learning about this a little bit myself here. It's not the old school wiffle ball I played in my backyard where we just kind of made the rules up as we went. And so talk a little bit about where you're playing at, and then also just kind of the uniqueness of MoWiff.
Yeah, it's definitely not backyard wiffle ball anymore. So we play in Chesterfield, Missouri, in the Valley, Chesterfield Athletic Complex.
Yep.
Miracle Field. So right when you pull into the complex, that big, it's kind of like a turf. It's like a Mondo surface type field, which actually works perfect for us because we don't need a full baseball field. We actually don't even use their main fence. We put up our own fence in front of it. So it's a little bit shorter even. It's about 100 feet to center field. And yeah, rule set's very different than, what you expect. So we're a fast pitch league. There's a lot of different slow pitch, medium pitch leagues around the country. Yeah, full fast pitch, so unlimited speed. We have guys like you'll see Caleb here later today. He throws the ball, over 90. I kind of used to be able to.
Not anymore.
I'm getting a little older. Maybe every once in a while, but so yeah, unlimited speed. But if you do happen to walk somebody, we do have a rule where they can choose to take a lob pitch. So it's like a 56 mile per hour and under. Or if the pitcher chooses not to pitch, they automatically go to second base.
Wow.
Because you can imagine with guys throwing 90 miles an hour that there isn't a lot of hitting. But with the way we've kind of changed our rules over the past couple of years, we've learned things as we've gone on. We've adapted to kind of keep the hitting going. So that does create a lot. But you'd be surprised at how well some of the people actually do hit fast pitch. Last year was incredible. We had a lot of guys. I think we had one guy hitting over 10 home runs.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
We play a 17-game season.
Okay.
So opening night, which you guys will be there, you'll get to see every team in action. So all 4 games, we play at 6, 7, 8, and 9 o'clock every Thursday night. And normally, besides week 1, our last week, and then the other week that you guys will be out, those are the only single game weeks. But every other week of the season, teams play a doubleheader.
Gotcha.
So 4 teams will play in a night, and then 4 teams will have a bye. But we do five balls for a walk.
Okay.
And then 3 strikes. We did 2 strikes in year 1, and it was all strikeouts. I think, yeah, like one of our guys led like the nation in strikeouts, like like if you look at all the wiffle ball leagues, he had more strikeouts than anyone else in the country. So we're like, let's kind of go away from that, and we just kind of learn as we go that some rules need to change, and you'll notice it's very weird. We don't run bases either. Right. So that's another thing that people, if you're watching, it's like, how do I know where people are at? Especially if you're at the field, that's the hardest part.
Gotcha.
But a base hit is anywhere, if you hit the ball on the ground through the infield and it reaches the outfield grass, then it's a single. If it lands in the outfield, so on a fly, that'll be a double.
Okay.
Off the wall is a triple, and then obviously over the fence is a home run, which you see a lot more of those than kind of anything else, because when you do make contact with guys that are throwing pretty hard, that it tends to go pretty far every once in a while. But yeah, it's definitely takes some getting used to. But if you come down to the field, we encourage people to come and talk to us.
Awesome.
You don't have to just stand back and watch. Like, we are very interactive. If kids are coming, we have some things for kids while they're coming around. A lot of the kids like to go around to the back of the fence and catch the home run balls, or talk with the guys while they're warming up in between games. So yeah, we're very friendly. So don't be standoffish. Come have a conversation, learn about the rules, and it's pretty easy to follow along once you're watching.
Yeah, absolutely. Come out, enjoy, pick your favorite players. I mean, I'm already seeing some of the jerseys and uniforms, so they look good. I love the team names as well.
Yeah, every team is required to have a jersey. Most teams, I think every team has at least 2 jerseys now, but a lot of teams have 3, some have 4, some have 5. Caleb's team has a ton. I don't even know how many they have anymore. My team only has 2, but yeah, we have top of the line jerseys, from every team. If you follow us on social media, we just did a couple media days, so a couple of teams have come in and taken a bunch of pictures, so we're getting those out. Yeah, it's a lot of work getting ready for the season, but man, it's coming together really well. And we have our own merch store too. Like, I got this polo on and this hat, and yeah, we have a whole line of merch. Every team has their own options of apparel and hats and everything else, shorts. So yeah, it's all coming together really well.
Yeah, I was on browsing earlier. Ray sent over the information, and so I was like, I may have to grab some of this. I don't know how happy my wife might be once I start stockpiling some more jerseys. I mean, I have enough already, but
I know exactly how that goes. I'm tempted to buy stuff every day.
I love it. Well, again, we talked, you are also the captain of the Bombers. Yep. And so being commissioner, you get the first opportunity here. Talk a little bit about your team and what you expect in this upcoming season.
Yeah, man, I love, this team. I created the Bombers team look with the bomb and the green color scheme because I was in the Marine Corps for 9 years.
Awesome.
So that's kind of the lineage of where I kind of got the team name from. I kind of drew the logo myself and then had somebody else design it a little bit better. But yeah, we were the first season champions. We were the second season champions.
All right.
The last 2 seasons haven't gone the best for us. I mean, we made the playoffs, but we were actually leading the semifinal game last year in Game 3 against the eventual champions. So we feel pretty confident. As long as I can stay healthy, I feel like I can really kind of compete with anybody. I was the 2021 National Pitcher of the Year.
Awesome.
So if I can get back to that, then we're really good. We have a guy from Boston who actually comes in every week to play.
Wow.
So yeah, he makes a trip every. He'll be there on Thursday. He's one of the best hitters in the country right now, and then I got a lineup full of young guys who are really invested into playing this game, and you'd be surprised at how much some of our guys, this is their life right now. I mean, our number 1 overall pick, he's been working for not even on my team. He's on Ken's team. He's been putting in more work than almost anybody. This is a lot of guys in this league. This is what we eat, breathe, sleep. We're ready to go. But yeah, Bombers, man, I'm excited. I'm itching to get back out there. I'm excited to start throwing again, and and getting the bats rolling for sure.
Awesome. Well, again, this is Cam Smith with the Bombers, captain of the Bombers and commissioner of Mo.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Hi, this is Bill Rubel with APB Storage. APB Storage is a locally owned and operated family business that offers the best storage solutions in the Jefferson County area. Our electronic gate gives you 24-hour access to your storage unit, and our state-of-the-art security system provides peace of mind and security. All of the units provide an easy access drive-up doors to allow a stress-free way to your unit. Come see why people prefer the APB storage experience. Give us a call at 636-464-5629 or visit us online at apbstorage.com.
Church is more than just an hour in a pew every Sunday. It's a community. It's where you can come as you are. It's a place where you can connect with God, learn from Scripture, and grow as you build relationships. It's a place where it's okay to be a work in progress. At Faith Community, you'll find an authentic group of people who are pursuing God and supporting one another along the way as we move from where we are to where God wants us to be. Wherever you're at on your journey, you are welcome here.
Back here, going to continue our conversation with Mo Whiff, and I'm joined by a number of the captains of each of the teams. And so, gentlemen, looking forward to hearing about each of the teams as well as the upcoming season. So why don't you take a moment, just to introduce yourself to everybody online.
How's it going, guys? My name's Caleb Schweigert. I'm here representing the second year coming of the Purge. We are, like I said, this is a second year team. When I first joined the league here at MoWIF, I was initially drafted to the Pilots. That is no longer a team, and I will say those were probably some of the best looking jerseys that came across the league, and I'm glad I still have them. But shortly towards the end of the season of year one for me, I was traded to the Melonheads to then compete in the playoffs with them, and brought them home a championship for my first rookie year in the season. That was probably one of the more exciting moments in the MoWIF, especially as a rookie, you know, being able to throw a ball 96, 97 miles an hour. It's just super fascinating by everybody. But last year was the first year that we formed the Purge by Tom Wilkerson. He's our coach. And his son, Colin, which is one of my best friends. And we actually have one of the, we probably have some of the three best pitchers in the league. It'll go me, Colin, and then Patrick Ballman. And on paper, you know, that may seem like, that's nothing. But when you look at us in person, you're like, oh my gosh, we're facing those guys tonight. Yeah, that's no fun. But we did pick up some new drafts, Zach Gunn, Blake Hoffman, and John Citrowski. I really hope I said that right. But we're super excited to bring those guys aboard and see how they can help not only improve us, but maybe we can teach them a little something and, you know, get this team rolling deeper into the playoffs. This last year, we made a really good run for the playoffs, made it past the first round, and then had a dog fight with the Archers, and that was a very good series to be able to play in and get to experience as a second year wiffle ball pitcher. There was a lot of humbleness that came from that, and realizing you know, you can give somebody a 97 mile an hour fastball, but you know, if they know it's coming, they're going to put a barrel on it. And I think that really kind of put me in a place of what I did this off season to find myself back in the gym, not only, but throwing a little bit more wiffle balls and coming back for that year one mentality that, you know, I can't be touched.
There you go.
My name's Ken Bone. I'm the manager of the MoWIF Kings. I'm a retired wiffle baller myself. The Kings are in their second year in the MoWIF League, but we're a legacy team. My brother is our team player captain. This is his second year, and he handed over managerial duties to me this year so he could focus more on his day job apart from wiffle ball. We love wiffle ball, but it doesn't pay that great.
At least not yet, right? Actually, looking for sponsorships.
Yeah, you have to have a pretty decent gig so you can finance yourself playing wiffle ball, buying cool jerseys and bats and stuff. But he started a new career this year, so I'm taking over managerial duties for him. But the legacy goes back to our father, Darren Bone. If you're into wiffle ball out there, you've heard that name before. He won national titles back in the 80s and 90s. He's traveled all over the United States, from California to Boston and everywhere in between, playing in national tournaments. In his day, he could throw in the mid to high 90s. He had a rising fastball that would touch the grass and come up and hit the strike zone, essentially unhittable. Where it crossed the plate, it would be below your mid shin, and then it would still hit our stationary strike zone. It was just not fair. What he would throw. He continued to pitch competitively into his 40s because he was just such a smart pitcher. So we want to carry on his legacy. We're wearing his colors, the purple and gold, representing the Kings. So my brother and I have been part of wiffle ball literally since we could walk and talk, learning from him and learning from, now that we're part of Mo Wiff, learning from some of the great players that we've met here. It's so amazing to see wiffle ball growing here in the Midwest, because back in our day, back in my dad's day, we used to have to travel pretty far to become part of larger tournaments. But now we're like hosting big tournaments in this area. We have a tournament every year for our league. We get great turnout for it. We send teams to UWIFs and to other national tournaments. So the Kings are looking to make some noise this year. We had the #1 draft pick this year, Josh Wheeler, a guy who is as committed to wiffle ball as I've ever met. Right. The guy has a batting cage in his basement.
Okay.
He throws bullpen sessions twice a week. So he's our #1 draft pick, and we're really looking to make some noise. So we have him as our ace going opening night, and we're just we're a family focused team. The team is me as the manager, my little brother is the player captain, and 2 guys that he played on a hockey team with in high school.
Okay.
He played high school hockey with the rest of the core, and then some other guys that we've picked up over the last couple of years. It's a very close-knit group, and we have a lot of fun, but last year we didn't get the results on the field that we wanted, and this year we're looking to change that.
I'm Brian Hunter. I'm the new captain of the Thunderbirds. I actually spent last year with the Purge. So me and Caleb we're teammates and everything, but this is my first year taking over the captaincy. Andrew Nichols was our team captain beforehand. He stepped down to be a player. Okay. He's sticking around for us, with us as well. So we're going to kind of help run it back, bringing back the whole entire roster that we had last year. We've got Rookie of the Year, Dominic Strzetrowski, Spencer Foss, who's a kid that had never picked up a wiffle ball up until our spring training event that we had last year. And then he ends up finishing top 3 in the Rookie of the Year balloting. Wow. Josh Rogers, as aforementioned, ex-commissioner, our original commissioner.
Right.
Ex sounds bad. I'll say original.
All good here, right?
But no, I mean, when John Willenbrink, who's been a lifelong friend of mine, and kind of me and him, we played wiffle ball for the better part of almost the last 12 years together. Mark Vogler, who is somebody who's been in the league since day one. And then who am I missing? Oh, then, we had the #2 overall draft pick as well. Traded actually with the Kings, where now I don't have a draft pick for the next 2 years, but it is what it is, kind of with the crew. And we brought in Brody Livingston, who he's a hot gun from the Arizona area who's moving here to St. Louis.
Nice.
Somebody who throws mid-90s and a lefty bat. Take it.
Got to have those lefty bats.
Right.
Mess with them. It's good. And that's just a few of the teams that MoWiff represents. They're 18 league. It's exciting. Would encourage you to get out there. Again, opening day is going to be this Thursday, the 27th. You heard it, I believe, 6, 7, or 7, 8, and 9. 6, 7, 8. There we go. I'll get it right eventually, I promise. But it is 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be a great night. And so, gentlemen, before we let you get out of here, talk about just like some of the rivalries. I know this is all fun, competitive, but everybody's sitting here. You want to win. I can see it in your eyes. And so talk about just a little bit of the rivalries that have kind of established and just the fun it is as we near opening day to play in the league, in the MoWiff League.
So to start off the whole, probably the rivalry aspect, I will say, noticeably, I don't think that there's like a team for team rivalry. I want to say that it is more of everybody from each team wants to beat Cam when they play Cam. That is the one rivalry that I have noticed in this league, is that it's not, team beef. It's, we want to beat the commissioner. We play him tonight. That's who we want to beat. And I've always thought that, that was kind of funny. But, I want to say through the last 3 years of me playing, my rival would have to be the Archers, because I beat them in the championship my rookie year for the Wiffle Ball World or MoWiff Championship, and then we got knocked out to them this past year in, you know, the semifinals. So I would have to say that would be my team rivalry. But a lot of the times it's when those gentlemen step in between the lines, you know, of course they're enemies, but once that timer goes off and, you know, there's no more balls being thrown, you know, they're going to shake hands, hug, and everybody's best friends again. So I think that's probably one of the best aspects about this league is that, you know, when we're playing, we can be enemies, but once we're off the field, you know, we'll go back to being best friends.
Absolutely. Love it. Ken?
Yeah, the rivalries are very personality driven. And Caleb's right. You do want to beat Cam when you have a chance. He's only a couple of years removed from being the nationally recognized #1 pitcher in the country. And he's the commissioner. And my brother, Nick, our captain, he was on the Bombers in their second championship year.
Okay.
We play 3-game series in the playoffs and the championship. And Cam started game 1 and won that. And Nick started as the pitcher for game 2 and won that. So they won in a championship sweep. So Nick wants to feel that feeling again, but now to do it, you got to go through the boss. So that's probably our biggest personality rivalry. But then team-wise, last year was our first year, and we were struggling with being a new team and having a new core and trying to get them together. And it was looking like we might finish last in the league. Fortunately for us, unfortunately for some of our good friends, the Melonheads really struggled with injury last year.
Mm-hmm.
So our final game of the year was the basement match, who was going to be 7 and who was going to be 8. And we pulled it off. We beat the Melonheads, but they're recovering from injury now, and they've picked up a couple of hot free agents.
Okay.
So I think that's going to be a couple of big games against them this year, is trying to remind them that we beat them when they were down. Now we have to beat them while they're up.
So to relate kind of what, you know, Ken had said with the rivalries and everything, free agency comes and goes, right?
Right.
But out of everything, this has been the biggest year of free agency.
Okay.
We've had a 2-time Cy Young winner, 2-time Silver Slugger winner, 2-time MVP winner leave his team that he started to go to the Melonheads.
Okay.
And then, you know, so I mean, there's been some times where it's literally where the beginning of the day might be at the bottom of the ladder, but I mean, at the end of the night, they were sitting on top.
Okay.
So I mean, in the Melonhead. So I mean, that's going to be for me. That's a team that I like to go after, mostly because I played against those guys since I started. They're the ones that brought me into this league, so that's kind of fun. Opening night, I'm going against Caleb.
Okay.
I've only faced him 3 times. 1 for 3.
I will never live that down.
I got a single.
I will never live
But
that
I
down.
mean, that's just always fun, is to play against ex-teammates and everything. And again, you know, it's more person to person kind of rivalry when it comes to it, because we all want to see everybody be successful, except the night you're playing against them. You know, then, you know, in between the lines, game time, play ball, bye. At the end of it, we hug it out, just like Caleb said.
That's so good. And I love it. And you heard it here. I mean, just a great opportunity this Thursday night. MoWIF, their season will be kicking off again out in Chesterfield. Would encourage you, if you can be there, come on out. 6, 7, 8, and 9 are the game times. But if you can't get out there, you can watch it right here on live stream. And so, gentlemen, thank you so much for your time tonight. Look forward to being a part and being out there with you and just being able to see what MoWIF is all about. I tell you, you set a good stage right here, and I hope nothing but continued success for you in the league, and hopefully it takes off. So for all of us here at Main Street Sports, I want to say good night, but thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast